The 6,155 square meter property was bought by the government as a road right-of-way for the C5, or otherwise known as the President Carlos P. Garcia Avenue Extension Project. In 2003, Brittany Corporation sold 15,485 square meters from the 22,543 square meter property of raw land to Ayala Corporation for a total of 318,650,000 or 20,000 per square meter. It is important to note that the increase in the value of the same property was attributed to the construction and expansion of the C5 President Carlos P. Garcia Avenue Extension Project, which Senator Villar has consistently and publicly, and I quote, advocated. With a capital of only 5,635,750 pesos, and in 14 years, in one land transaction, Brittany Corporation earned in 414,019,250 pesos without doing anything except being owned by Sipag and Tiyaga. It is nice, Mr. President, to see how to become a billionaire. The same property increased in value 100-fold in just 14 years. All in all, the total income of the Senate President's company, Brittany Corporation, from the construction of the C5 road, President Carlos P. Garcia Extension, has become, only in these little transactions, an unconscionable 414,019,250 pesos. The single series of transactions is perpetrated by greed in violation of the Constitution, the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, and the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officers. In defense of the Senate President, his company, Brittany Corporation, claims it donated the properties for roads right-of-way to the government. If that was the case, where is the deed of donation for this 95 million peso property? We have an absolute deed of sale, Mr. President. It does not say donation here. There is even no annotation on the title that the property was donated to the government, Mr. President. Titles of which are in our possession. If the Brittany Corporation had already sold or donated the 6,155 square meter property to government, why is the title still in Brittany Corporation's name? On the contrary, instead of a deed of donation, what the government and Brittany Corporation signed was a deed of absolute sale. In fact, to cover up the overprice, the Senate President's company even had the temerity to mention that the Bureau of Internal Revenue certified that the zonal value of the property was 25,000 pesos per square meter. However, in the official documents of the BIR, the fair market value of developed properties in that area, we have the official documents, is valued only at around 10,000 per square meter. And at the time of the sale, it was only valued, as per the tax declaration, about 2,000 pesos per square meter, Mr. President. Also, without the ongoing construction by the government of the C5 road extension, the value of the properties would not have increased. On September 9 of this year, the Senate President met members of the press. And all of us, Mr. President, can see for ourselves what he said.
Sir, bakit si Secretary Andaria hindi aware dyan?
Hindi talaga aware din eh, kasi this is a DPWH project. Kaya hindi niya malalaman. Ngayon, malalaman na niya kung paano nangyari. But subalit hindi niya itemize na biglang bubulatin ng tanong, masasagot niya kung ano ito. Halimbawa ako, hindi ko na magdinilin na talagang gusto ko itong project na ito. Talagang marami akong ini-advocate na project. Number 1, ito yung Daang Hari, na-advocate ko yan. Hindi pa tapos yan eh. Number 2, itong C5 extension. Itong extension ng, gusto ko rin ma-extend sana yung NLEX from Tarlac hanggang Urdaneta. Ito yung mga mahalagang proyekto. O gusto ko sana makonekta rin yung STAR sa SLEX. Ang problema rin ito sa atin, yung mga wala namang nagagawa kasi naninira eh. Sana man lang ipakita nila yung kanilang mga ginagawa at iharap nila sa tao. Hindi ko alam. Bilang isang public official, hinahanapan kami ng performance. Sinasabi, bakit ba ikaw nagmamalaki ka, ikaw hindi ko naman sasabihin bakit kami karapatan mong presidente. Pero siguro dapat naman, may makipakita ka man lang. Asan ba yung bayan mo? Ano ba ipapakita mo yung bayan mo? Ano ba nagawa mo ron? Dahil kung sa mismong bayan mo, wala kang nagagawa. Paano gagawin mo sa Pilipinas? Yung bayan mo, wala kang na ipapakita.
Sino yun, sir?
Ay, hindi ko alam. Kasi, sa managawa. Sinasabi ko lang na ang isang public official ay dapat magpakita ng kanyang mga nagawa. Hindi yung bira ka lang ng bira.
Iba ang bira ng bira sa bumubulong, sabay ngiti at halabira habang kinakalikot ang budget ng tao. Why would the Senate President be so interested in this project? The answer is location, location, location. Ginoong Presidente, ang pag-aabala ng isang kinatawan sa isa, 2, 3 o kahit ilang proyekto na makakabigay ng ginhawa sa kanyang pagpinansyal na interes ay kontra sa saligang batas. Ilan pa mang mamamayan sa labas ng kanyang kumpanya ang makikinabang dito. Malinaw na ang mga tinutukoy na infrastruktura sa lugar na ito ay magdadala ng ginhawa sa mga nakatira sa lugar na yan. Ngunit maambunan din, maulanan, babagyo ang mga proyektong personal ng mga korporasyon na pag-aari ng mag-asawang Villar, na sila'y parehong mga kinatawan ng lehislatura.